Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. This is going to be a very interesting little video. I tried yesterday when I finished my page to film it all, but somehow during the filming we had a little glitch. So what my camera did was put the whole thing in slow motion, making the video a 6-hour video instead of a 50-minute video. So there's no way I can upload it, and well, there's no way of getting it off my phone, we'll put it that way, because the file is too big. And I can't get it on the computer, and I can't put it on my other device that I do my editing on, because the file is too large. And there's no way to put it in separately and then rearrange it or anything. So I'm just going to walk you through what I did, because there are a few changes from part 2. We colored these two little guys in that video, along with doing some details here that I will walk you through. So we started off with this little guy over here, and we did him in brown, and I only used 2 pencils, an ivory and the brown ochre. So I put down a whole base of ivory. In fact, I missed a little spot here, so I'm just going to put that down in there. And then I went over with the brown tone and just shaded it. Just like that. So you get to see a little bit of work there. And I brought the shading down on the more ivory pieces, and then these pieces I did with a little bit more brown all the way around. So I used those two. When I did the red scarf, I used these 2 colors, which is the madder and the Indian red, and ivory. We just used the ivory a lot. So we went down and put in striping on these scarf pieces with the double pieces here. Then went in with the Indian red and darkened the tops and bottoms of that, and in the nooks of the sweater. In fact, that could probably be a little darker right there. And then with the Pitt white brush pen, I added some little white ruffles around his neck. The hat's done the same way. The hat does have a little gray in the white areas up here, just to give it a little white rim on his hat. And then I did add a tiny bit of gray on the edges over here. Not down here, but just up here around his neck. Okay. Hat fluff is done the same as the hat fluff everywhere else. This little guy over here, we did the ivory as a base on the scarf, and went in with earth green and the chrome oxide green. So we put the earth green down first, and then we went in and darkened it. I kind of gave his scarf a little bit of a crease up here on the top just by bringing in 2 lines and then 1 line at the bottom. Then we went in with the Faber Castell Pitt brush in white, added some white lines here, and accented the white on his little ruffles, and did the same on his hat. Okay. Sweater was done, and I'm pretty sure I put a base of ivory down very lightly, but it's all done with this blue, cobalt blue turquoise, where I started, and then I went over the ivory with that as a light base. Very lightly used it, and then darkened it just down under here and around the edges, and then brought in the Indanthrene blue and did the darker areas and colored in these little stripes, just kind of like on the bottom, and then brought in white and kind of blurred those together, so he has kind of a nice little stripage on his sweater. Okay, then we took in this Sakura glaze pen because you couldn't see this little guy's nose. It blended right into the background here because it was printed black and you couldn't tell what his nose looked like. So I thought I'd better darken his nose. And this does a great job of putting really dark black on black backgrounds. It also raises it up a little bit, so you do have a little bit of puff there, but not much. At least you can see his nose now. So after I did his nose, everybody else's noses looked like that. So I had to go and do everybody's nose. And then I did the little hat nose, the little cat's nose. This is used on their eyes. And then I thought, why don't we do their toes? Because their toes looked out of place from their noses. So I went in and I filled in all the toe marks and the pads and everything. Got those filled in. And you can tell the difference between this and the hole here. That's what they looked like, and it didn't match. So, in the fact, I didn't think I wanted to do their ears because they're actually, ears, not just a black spot. So I left the ear parts alone. But that's what I did to their feet. And then I went in and put it on the handles of their fishing poles. I also took black and went over the fishing pole lines that are coming up, the part that the line goes into, and the lines themselves, because when I colored over some of that black and wanted it to show up again. And then I kind of outlined some other pieces with the black, not many, but some, and then put it on the pieces of the scarves that needed to be a little darker. But yeah, I also added whiskers in black on the kitty cat. Can't see this kitty cat, so he can get whiskers. Poor guy can't even see anything. Anyway, so that is my quick talking you through of what I did on the picture. Terribly sorry that the video did not work out. I spent 6 hours yesterday trying to figure out what went wrong with the video, because I could not figure out why when I was putting in, because I have to clip it together and each little episode was like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. I added it up and it was only a 38-minute video, and it's telling me it's 4 hours when I put it into the movie maker part, is where I put everything and then I send it over to my editing program in my tablet. But I calculated it and I went, no, it can't be 4 hours. So, I deleted it, redid it, deleted it, redid it, like 5 times. I finally got my daughter involved in it, and we still couldn't figure out what the blazes had gone on with it. So we spent another 2 hours on that, finally figuring out that the icon was different in one of the sections. So I had to try to figure out what the icon meant. And then we watched it because my phone actually could get all the pieces together. We just can't send it anywhere. So we watched it, and up to a point, all of a sudden, it just starts going in slow motion with weird noises in the background. And it's not me talking. So she said there was a gremlin in there, which I laughed at, which kind of made me feel better because I was stressing out completely yesterday. So I just came up with the idea that I will show you how and what pencils I used on this. I'll give you a picture at the end of the video of him, and I'm so sorry, but at least you get to know what the colors are. Hopefully that will never happen again. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer them. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care, everyone. Bye now.